How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Caddleson here, and today, on March 14th, 2025, we are beginning our journey with the X-Files. This is episode 1, season 1, and I am really excited to begin this journey. It is something that has been on my radar for quite some time, and it's something that I do recognize, not just in terms of how notable it is, I guess, out there in terms of, popularity and whatnot. But also, it's been a thing that's been referenced quite a bunch of times in shows and all of that. Famous example as being a very classic Simpsons episode, because I believe they did. Was that the one where they thought that Mr. Burns was an alien and all of that, and Homer. It had one of my funniest moments from that show, where Homer's in the interrogation chair and he blows up the lie detector just by lying and all of that. So yeah, but like I said, it's a pretty, I believe, to be well-known franchise, and we're going to be venturing into this. So, yeah, as I've just said, in terms of how I am kind of aware of its existence, I do kind of have a bit of an idea of, what this might contain and all of that. But there might be a bit more than just, aliens and all of that. So, but I am excited to see where this journey does go in general. So, with that said, shall we begin? Of course, my full reactions will be available on Patreon. I'm always usually a good distance ahead of, where I'm at on YouTube to where I am at on Patreon. So if you guys want to check that out, as well as any kind of future episodes, then you can do in the links below, of course. So yes, but yes, let's do this. This is episode 1 of season 1 of the X-Files. Let's go. Alright, let's go. Let's do it to it. Actual documented accounts. I was gonna say, it kind of did sound like a TARDIS at first. I don't know if that's just my Whovian brain in full swing, but low-key.
Agent Dana Scully.
Ah, here we go. Our first glimpse. Scully.
We see you've been with us just over 2 years.
Yes, sir.
And it's time for a promotion.
You chose not to practice.
There's a place where I could distinguish myself.
Are you familiar with an agent named Fox Mulder?
Yes, I am.
Oh, is that going to be a partner?
How so?
By reputation.
They're going to pair up together?
He's in Oxford.
Are you familiar with the so-called X-Files?
I believe
It's
they
the
have
title
to
of the
do with
show.
Unexplained phenomena.
More or less. The reason you're here, Agent Scully, is we want you to assist Mulder on these X-Files. You will write field reports on your activities.
And so it
along with your
begins.
Sorry, nobody down here but the FBI's most unwanted.
There you go. I want to believe. He's me. There is life out there.
Less than a month of my work. The laws of physics rarely seem to apply.
Maybe I can get your medical opinion on this, though.
Oh.
Oregon female, age 21. No
It kind of feels like a
explainable
good
cause of
clash,
death.
doesn't it? And
Autopsy
yet
shows
they will
nothing.
no doubt get on like a
There
house
are,
on fire.
however, these two phenomena and ignore them. Do you believe in the existence of extraterrestrials?
I do.
Logically, I would have to say no. Given the distances beyond the realm of science, the answers are there. You just have to know where to look.
That's why they put the I in FBI. See you
Love
tomorrow
it.
morning, Scully. Right now.
Oh.
We leave for the very plausible state of Oregon at 8 a.m.
Low-key impressed. She's low-key impressed.
Must be the place.
He was just absolutely chill. I guess it's not his first time going to Oregon or whatever, but... Yes, it is an Oregon thing, isn't it?
We do a little grave digging. I've arranged to exhume one of the other victims' bodies to see if we can get a tissue sample to match the girls.
Yeah.
You're not squeamish about that kind of thing, are you?
I don't know. I've never had the pleasure.
That's not normal. Or is that some kind of identifier or something like that? Yeah. Of any irregular activity. I mean, X marks the spot, isn't it? It's where he'll go to investigate later. Any kind of disturbance and all of that. Yeah. Ugh! Oh my god! Did we not check equipment before we, did this shit?
This isn't official procedure.
Really?
Oh my god. First time? Oh my god.
It's probably a safe bet Ray Soames never made the varsity basketball team.
Oi.
Seal this up. Right now. Nobody sees or touches this. No.
That is not right. That is not human. Yeah. That is definitely not human.
This is amazing, Scully. You know what this could
Now
mean?
you gonna start to believe?
It's almost too big to even comprehend.
Subject is 156 centimeters in length, weighing 52 pounds in extremis. Corpse is in advanced stages of decay and desiccation. Distinguishing features include large ocular cavities, oblate cranium. Indicate subject is not human.
Boom.
Could you point that flash away from me, please?
If
It's
it's
just
not
fascinating.
human, what is it?
It's mammalian.
Yeah, he's...
My guess is it's a chimpanzee.
No,
or
he's just
something in the
fascinating,
family.
by
Possibly
the-
an orangutan.
Buried in the city cemetery. In Ray
Yeah.
Soames'
Rationalize
Try
it.
telling that to the good townsfolk or to Ray Soames' family. I want tissue samples and x-rays. I'd like blood typing, toxicology, and a full genetic workup.
You're sick.
There's x-rays here, can't we? Is there any reason we can't do them right now? I'm not crazy, Scully.
I mean, you can try to rationalize it, but...
Visual laboratory inspection
If,
of the
if
body
the
and
boot
DNA
fits,
analysis
then hey.
shows a gray metallic implant forming.
Ooh. Yep, like that. Tracker, maybe.
Who is it?
Steven Spielberg.
He's such a dick.
No one is going to hurt you.
Oh, shh.
Get an order. Get an orderly. Nobody's going to hurt you. The nurses.
Say Marks. Shit.
All right.
Whether it's organic or the result of those marks, I can't say. But to say that they've been riding around in flying saucers, it's crazy, Mulder. There is nothing to support that.
Nothing scientific.
Well, maybe not flying saucers. Maybe they've been teleported to another planet and then boom. Don't be so cliche. Has he just ditched her? Has he just left her high and dry whilst there's...
Get in your car and leave.
You got no choice, really. And he's got a shotgun, so I don't like your chances, to be fair. I don't care if this is the pilot. Would try it.
Nice, maybe. What if these kids are involved in some kind of a cult and that man knows something?
Yes. Alien. Oh, there's the title again.
I wanna go
Alien
back.
worshipping. I think it's devil worshipping. No, alien worshipping.
I'm just,
What are you looking for?
That. What? The shit? What the hell was that?
What?
9
So has this
minutes!
shit happened before for him?
Just before the flash, it was 9:03. It just turned 9:13.
I'm just saying, if this shit has happened before, because he was like he had his like little dial thing. I mean, obviously it's got to be something in terms of the extraterrestrial, and then he was checking his watch as if it's happened before, where he's lost track of time. So, yeah, it's 9 minutes. What the hell?
That time disappeared. Time can't just disappear. It's a universal invariance.
I don't know, when you're procrastinating, time does disappear.
Not in this zip code.
Slowly but surely, it's, yeah. Oh, wait, no, wait, she doesn't, she does not have the marks.
I want you to look at something.
Yo! Shit! Oh, there's 3.
What are they?
Oh my
Mulder, what are they?
god!
Mosquito bites.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I got eaten up alive myself.
Yeah, bullshit!
My sister was 8.
Oh?
She just disappeared out of her bed one night.
Shit.
Just gone. Vanished. No note, no phone calls, no evidence of anything.
You never found her.
Tore the
She's
family apart.
still
No one would
gone.
Talk about it. That's when I came across the X-Files.
By accident?
At first, it looked like a garbage dump for UFO sightings, alien abduction reports, the kind of stuff that most people laugh at as being ridiculous. But I
Someone,
was fascinated. I read all the cases I
someone
could get my hands on, hundreds
was
of them.
even
I
more
read everything I could
fascinated
about
beforehand,
paranormal
seemingly.
phenomena, about the outside, and a presence in the room. I was paralyzed,
Shit.
unable to respond to my sister's calls for help. Listen to me, Scully.
Damn, that
This
is
thing exists.
insane.
But how do you
The government knows about it.
Of course, they're
And
gonna
I
keep
gotta know
things
what they're
hush
protecting.
hush.
Nothing else matters to me. And this is as close as I've ever gotten to it.
You just think of Area 51 and all that shit, right?
Who are you? She was running
Bro.
on foot?
Shit. Same time as the blackout, or the flashes, should I say.
Let's go. Someone trashed the autopsy bay in the lab and they stole the...
Teresa Nemeth, you've got to protect me.
Oh.
Come with us.
This is the way it happens. I don't know how I get out there. I'll just find myself out in the woods.
Fights.
How long has it been happening?
Man,
Do you have the marks, Teresa?
She does.
yes.
And
I'm going to die.
it's kind of like an omen, isn't it?
You're not going to die.
Oh, God.
Who did it? Think I know who killed Karen Swenson?
Who? The detective?
The detective's son,
Oh,
Billy
okay.
Miles.
Wait!
The boy in the hospital?
How can he?
The vegetable?
Unless, oh, they put him, like, they,
Billy Miles.
it's like he's a sleeper, isn't
A
he?
boy that's been in
Literally.
a coma for the last 4...
Come on, spring a little bit of hope. You don't think he's crazy?
Emmons' body into the woods tonight.
Yes, but it was Billy Miles who took her there. Summoned by some alien impulse.
Yeah, like
That's it.
the little track of, oh.
Mulder, take a look at this.
That's it though, like, it's all about, he's not gonna have time to have a shower or whatever. God's sake!
wouldn't listen to me.
Yeah, because you're shady as hell.
To stay out of it.
Jeez. There's the same marks on Billy. Yeah. Well, they look a bit more aggressive as well. I don't know if that's just me. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, she's okay. She's okay.
And then the light came. It took me away to the testing place.
The testing... Oh, my God.
They would tell me to gather the others so that they could do tests.
Holy shit.
They put some... I'm afraid. I'm afraid they're coming back.
Holy shit.
Don't be afraid, Billy.
You did or did not experience it?
I can't substantiate it, no.
What exactly can you substantiate, Agent Scully?
Oh, shit.
I see no evidence that justifies the legitimacy of these investigations.
Oh, my God.
There were, of course, crimes committed.
Yes, but
Is the object described by Billy Miles as a
Oh,
communication
oh, shit, yeah. So she kept
I
that.
removed it from
Awesome.
Zoom body. I kept it in my pocket. It was the only piece
Shit.
of evidence not destroyed in the fire.
Are they just gonna chalk this away or some shit? Oh shit. Yeah, I see where things are going. With her handing that yeah. That little device over, that's yeah.
There's no case file on Billy Miles. The paperwork we filed is gone.
Oh,
We need to talk, Scully.
of course.
Yes,
Just vanished.
tomorrow.
Jesus. When are we gonna expose these frauds? Sheesh. Yo. Expose these frauds, why don't we? Holy shit. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's so difficult, isn't it, when they are just, like, they're gonna say that there is no evidence to support, like, anything in regards to the X-Files, and, yeah. It's a fighting battle, isn't it? But it's so investing. So, and I was invested. It was really great to, get to know the main two, of course, what they are like, and just basically this whole mystique going on. So, not just in terms of, I guess this is going to be like a case of the week kind of thing until we do get into the into the gravy of it, all the meat of it, should I say? And it's very investing. It's very fun. It's very it definitely had me hooked to see how where this would go, really. Especially with the little marks and all of that, and even Billy, of course, with, how, because he was in a vegetated state, wasn't he? So, and, seeing that sheriff, seeing that detective, involved, it was, very interesting stuff to go around in this first ever episode. One done, many more to go. That was our first episode with the X-Files. So I was impressed. It was very enjoyable. Definitely had me hooked. And I was really surprised with how well they did things in terms of establishing things. We didn't... I felt like my rookie mistake coming into this was probably expecting, okay, well, we are definitely gonna, focus or lean in heavily into the whole alien kind of thing. And obviously with this abduction going on in the background, there is of course a little bit of a cover-up going on as well amongst, you know, human life, as well as the fact that there is this whole mystique going on in regards to the Bureau, of course, in terms of, you know, you had that basically Raiders of the Lost Ark kind of ending that that was going on with, you know, one of the guys, of course, hiding that little implant. So yeah, but also yeah, there is like I said, there is quite a bit of cover up from the Bureau, from the people that were kind of, I guess, with or aligned with Billy. So yeah, Teresa's dad. Yeah, it was very, very interesting with how they did things, because again, I came in with, I guess, a bit of a rookie. Like, even the you know, creature you saw in the coffin, I didn't chalk it up to like mutation potentially, because you know what, I think I was more so in the mindset of Mulder in terms of just being like aliens, right? Just do that meme. But no, in all seriousness, it was really interesting with how they did things, like with this whole investigation, and how you know, there was not just the investigation of what we were seeing with the abductees, and you know, some of the deaths of the abductees as well, but really with establishing this dynamic with Scully and Mulder, really, when it comes to well, she's been trying to pry him away, really, from like trying to shut this whole thing down, essentially. But at the same time, she's not just getting an assessment on his mindset into, you know, the great beyond, in terms of the in terms of what is out there, really, but also an assessment of his character. I mean, obviously there was the important dialogue about his sister, which, you know, obviously he's going to come back and bite us later on down the line, whether it's this season, whether it's next season, who knows. But yeah, it's a good assessment of you know, learning about yeah, both what he is, or what is gravitating him to assuming that it is extraterrestrial life. It's an assessment of his character as well, because and I think that's important for this pilot episode as well. I mean, obviously you do have that kind of notion that these two will eventually get on really, really neatly. And we're kind of seeing that in this first episode, right? But for a pilot episode, you're introduced to brand new characters, brand new scenario. Well, I say brand new scenarios, obviously, with pilot episodes. They could be similar to what you've seen in other shows and all of that, but it's a brand new universe. It's a brand new, you know, atmosphere, and you're getting to know what these characters are like at first glance. And so it's pretty apt, isn't it? So yeah, but I do like the vibe between them both. That is and that is a really, really good start. So yeah, but yeah, I just found it very interesting, though, just to go into this whole idea of again, there, like, I guess you kind of had a bit of a feeling that there was going to be a bit of secrecy, really, when it comes to the Bureau trying to cover up, you know, extraterrestrial shit and all of that, because Area 51, right? You just think about that, and how you just kind of know that they've got some shit locked away that obviously the public are not going to want to know about. So yeah, but I mean, as soon as she, it was really, really good thinking from Scully to have that to have that, like, vial attached to her, because everything burnt down. They were trying to like everything was being compromised with Mulder and Scully's investigation into these deaths and all of that. So yeah, there had to be a bit of cover up, and of course you had Billy's father, you had Teresa's father, you had them basically try to fend off both parties as much as possible. So yeah, but yeah, like with the odds being stacked against Mulder and Scully in terms of trying to dismiss everything, in terms of evidence being burnt down and all of that. Yeah, I mean, it was really, really smart. The problem is, obviously, you know, they have taken it, and you saw that, you know, I don't know, he's kind of creepy, that guy that eventually, you know, orchestrated the Raiders of the Lost Ark kind of ending that we had. They're just gonna be they're just gonna completely dismiss it, and that's just the sad vibe you get, really. But and not just that though, but it does help as well that Mulder saw I guess saw everything go down, really, and he's locked into that mentality, you know, of life being out there. I mean, even that, and I think the scene that for me stands out, when the 9 minutes had passed and all of that, I think that, you saw his excitement and all of that, whereas for Scully, she can't really exactly. It's so hard, isn't it, to try and justify it, to try and rationalize. Like, she's trying to rationalize things on a normal level, in terms of a non-believer kind of level. But at the same time, it's like dipping your toes into things, right? So, yeah, but it was really, really interesting stuff, as well as going into, of course, once all of that got wrapped up, when it came to Billy, how he explained how things came to be in terms of a little bit of an exposition, you know, talking about the testing place. It's very ominous, isn't it? And you know, how certain people failed, essentially, and he was even worried about Billy was even worried about that they're coming back. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, it does give a very, very creepy element, this, you know, pilot, and I mean, that's going to set the scene for future episodes, no doubt. So yeah, but yeah, and I'm kind of glad that the I was so certain when it came to Scully and, you know, the bites on her. I was kind of expecting those to be even especially, yeah, I was just expecting like with the 9 minutes and all of that, those to be the same marks and all of that all of the other victims had, really. So and of course you had it basically, because there were 3, and I was like, why is there an extra one? Because I know there were 2. So and it's a little bit of a jump scare, isn't it? But I was kind of expecting, like, okay, well, we're gonna really, really raise the stakes in this pilot, aren't we? I mean, yeah, we're introduced to, like, this these 2, I guess, prominent characters that are gonna carry the show, no doubt. So let's raise the stakes and hook them in even further if they're not already hooked. So, but I was hooked from the very, very get-go. So, like I said, I mean, with both Scully and Mulder, they both have really, really fun chemistry, and I'm sure that's going to expand over time. But it's a really, really good starting point when it comes to, okay, well, if these 2, you know, if these 2 vibe really, really neatly, then it's a really, really good start. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, I just found it very, very great. So yeah, like the mystique that was going on, especially like just all throughout, you know, whether it, you know, like even with Mulder just keeping track of everything as well, that's something that's really, really neat as well, because you saw him with all these kinds of things that happened, like the radio playing up and all of that, and how he, tied down the X mark and all of that. And not just that though, but also the little compass thingy-mabob as well. And like I said, I mean, he did keep track of time before the the flash forward happened and all of that. So and the way that the way that he was very, very vocal about it as well. So you just imagine what daylight saving is going to do to the guy. And I just say that because I think America's just had, as of recording, America's just had their daylight saving thing happen. So that's it. I've just chalked it down now to why these daylight savings have are now a thing. I hate them, and yeah, just watching this pilot episode makes sense now. No, in all seriousness, it was just really interesting, just to see the kind of contrasts there are with Mulder and Scully, and yet they are, again, really fun to watch. So, especially like it's going to be great when you have someone who's not really not only on a bit of an assignment to try and shut things down a little bit, but also to have someone who doesn't really have that kind of believability. I mean, there are going to be some people in the real world that are going to be like, well, surely life is out there, and there are going to be some people who are going to think, yeah, maybe we are alone. So yeah, but I mean, it's just really, really great to see how at odds they are, and yet how connected they can be. And it was just a really, really fun starting point, really. So I mean, I'm already making my early sentiment, like I'm just waiting for the Bureau to be exposed and all of that, just because I mean, they are covering up, like they had all of that, again, going back to the Raiders ending, basically. They had everything, which I'm assuming all of this stuff, I mean, you just got to think Roswell as well, in terms of, that's a very, very iconic, reference, I guess, and, how much of this shit is extraterrestrial. I'm imagining all of it, so, and it's just all locked away, never to see the light of day, and you just once Scully does get a bit more believability, because there's still a ways to go. There's going to be questions being asked, and maybe by the end of the season we're finally gonna nail the bastards, nail the Bureau, and yeah, so maybe the truth will finally be out there, right? But yeah, it was a really good starting point. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, very mysterious, and yeah, I liked how it was handled. Like, obviously, especially with the abduction situation, and how we haven't necessarily seen any kind of extraterrestrial life. I mean, I'm imagining that is going to change once once we're a bit more into this first season, maybe. So, but it was done really, really well, and it was just really, really enjoyable. So I'm excited to check out the next episode, which of course next time we will, because I will be or the aim is to react to, of course, all of this show. So it is a replacement for Charmed and all of that. So yeah, but I am looking forward to checking out the show. So onwards and upwards. I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!